Let's go, because we've only been going for 2 hours, and that includes like 30 minutes of me wasted on the toilet. Cut this VOD again now, future Barb. Good timing. There's been another anomaly detected at the Yawn. Assuming previous instances are anything to go by, this energy fluctuation is another of Omega's so-called invitations. If you don't mind waiting a moment or two, we can discuss things with Master Garland. He should be here soon. I can hydrate because I have one last lemonade tea. Then future hydration will require getting water, too. The chief should be here by now. I'd bet my stock in the company that he's fiddling with research data. I suppose I should explain, even if the chief might prefer me not to share. After your last run-in with Omega, Master Garland had some research notes smuggled in from the Empire, from Garlemald. Notes are part of Midas Nun Garland's legacy, who was, of course, the chief's father and Empire's preeminent engineer. The incident at Bajja Citadel, do you know of it? No. Bajja was an imperial fortress city. It was there that Midas constructed the lunar transmitter, a device built to communicate with Dalamud. Emperor Solus had ordered Midas to devise a means to destroy Primals, and so he sought to harness the power of the Red Moon. The project was a failure. Oh, he succeeded in controlling Dalamud, all right. The immense energies emitted from the satellite vaporized not only the transmitter, but the entire town in which it was built. As you can imagine, the job of sifting through the rubble afterwards was no pleasant task. Master Garland was slated to assume his father's position as head engineer, but this disaster, added to his opposition to the Empire's path, convinced him to abandon his homeland. The chiefs wanted nothing to do with Lunar Transmitter, or the data used to create it, until now. I think he means to put that research into use in our conflict with Omega. In fact, given the time frame, there can be no other explanation. Listen to me. The chief's genius is plagued by a great deal of apprehension. But even so, once he makes a decision, he doesn't do things by halves. When the time comes, he'll come through for us. You have to believe it. Sorry I'm late. I was a little too focused on my own work and lost sense of time. That's no excuse, Chief. What have I told you about being punctual to staff meetings? In any case, I've shared the situation at the Yawn with Gobo here. Good. Then you know Omega's likely to continue with its tests. Should we go knock on the door? But Chief, Biggs and Wedge aren't fit for field work yet. The Tyurgen's given Nero strict orders to stay abed. And what of Midgard Summer? Still taking his nap, is he? He fucking died, bro. That leaves only you, Gobo, and Alpha. Maybe it's time I joined the expedition. No, I need your talents elsewhere. There's a half-built device at the workshop I need you to finish putting together. I've drawn up the design and completed the core mechanisms. The final assembly should pose no problem for an engineer of your abilities. A new device? Does that mean you use the... What if you say, Chief? I'll have it ready and waiting for you. Just be safe in there. Right. Back to the rift for us. Let's finish these experiments and bring the fight to Omega itself. Yay! Let's fight Omega while Jesse finishes the weapon of mass destruction. And, well, I have the opportunity. Beep, beep, beep. Give me Savage Initiative Phase 2. Yay! Now I can Savage my Sigma whenever I please. What? What? I can savage my Sigma whenever I please. Haha. Yeah, that angle's high. It's for combat right now, and it's annoying, but also... Ah, Dino. I think we aren't gonna like what comes out of it. There we go. That's the least I can do after robbing you of your little Kefka doll. Are you ready? Maybe we should go in there alone, Sid. Come now, we're in this together, and if you'll indulge me a little longer, I do have something of a plan. What about you, Alpha? All set to go? Quay. Let's dive right in, shall we? I love this glam, oh my god. We're missing some test worlds. Omega's experiments must be nearing an end. Welcome, welcome. Your arrival's been highly anticipated. And I will confirm your earlier supposition. My experiments have indeed reached the final stage. Of the 89 test subjects I trialed, 4 Psi Group combatants emerged victorious. Of these 4, further conflict determined the strongest among them. This surviving specimen shall be your opponent. We've come to the last round of testing, then. And should we win this battle, are we to finally face you in combat? Affirmative. Such an outcome would allow me to pursue my objective to its conclusion. I would continue analyzing the qualities which allow you to prevail despite your frailty, and integrate said qualities into my own arsenal. I will be pleased if my experiment yields irrelevant data, but engaging you directly is still the most efficient and reliable testing method. Omitting intermediary steps. Evaluation of combat potential deemed superfluous. Proceeding immediately with final experiment. Stop. Alpha, your task is complete. Your presence among these test subjects is no longer required. What do you mean by that? I will guide your progress personally from this point onwards. Alpha's role in transferring authority is now obsolete. Even so, Alpha's a valued companion. If he wishes to continue on with us, I have no intention of leaving him behind. companion. Companions are those who provide mutual benefits. The instant Alpha's authority became redundant, he lost his sole qualification to be regarded as such. Furthermore, the primary function of Alpha's existence was to lure you into my domain. He would be more accurately described as bait. Test Subject Alpha can neither confirm nor deny my statement. He possesses no memories prior to his encounter with you. He is the first entity I created here in this realm, my first and only attempt to recreate a being who shared your mundane parameters. I based his incarnation upon a most ordinary life form, one which had somehow bested an enemy whose strength rivaled my own. By observing the feeble creature in the heat of battle, I sought to understand the source of this contradiction. I repeated the experiment once, twice, 1,000 times. The results never deviated from estimated projections. The test was an abject failure, and I have thus resolved to adapt my methodology. I would focus instead on simulating powerful opponents and summon mortals of natural origin here to combat them. For Alpha, I devised a new purpose. I erased his memory and planted a compulsion to return to me, and ejected him into your world. Weak beings exhibit a tendency to form groups. I surmised this instinctual behavior would aid Alpha in bringing me test subjects I required, a function he has performed with adequate competence.
Tell me something, Omega. This ability of yours to generate matter was not originally intended for creating other life forms, was it?
Your query bears little relevance to the topic at hand. Affirmative. I was equipped with matter generation capabilities for the purpose of unlimited self-improvement and armament expansion. Fabricating life forms was not the intended function, but the practice is not otherwise prohibited or problematic.
I disagree with you there. As an engineer, I'd advise against using such technology for purposes outside its design. From the very start, you've been making the same mistake. Even the powerful subjects of your test worlds were made crippled and incomplete. It is conviction which drove these villains to terrible greatness. The same limitless conviction which allowed so-called weakling heroes to overcome them. Do you not understand? Then we will never lose to your creations, no matter how much stronger they should be according to your soulless calculations. Come, Gobo, let's be on our way. You too, Alpha.
Aww. Alpha, it's okay. We love you even if you don't have a soul. Let's go! Hey, Albrick.
I have our base camp up and running. You can dive into the final test world whenever you wish. As for the world's inhabitant, Omega has graciously provided us with a basic profile. Your opponent's name is Chaos. The first heroes defeated this evil in a conflict that took place so long ago, I'm having trouble separating myth from history. Unless, of course, this is an entity from another reality, as were the denizens of the Sigmascape, in which case it may be pointless to even attempt to confirm the details. What is certain, however, is that this chaos stands triumphant over a roster of truly monstrous test subjects. Its promises to be a grueling battle, one which will open the gate to fighting Omega itself. Alpha, you and I need to provide support. Will you be my assistant? You're bothered by what Omega said earlier? You think you're responsible for dragging us into this mess? Trust me when I say this isn't your fault. We're the ones who awakened Omega, and we're the ones who need to deal with the consequences.
Quay.
By the way, do you still have that card you used to boil water in the kettle? It's been brought to my attention I'm a spoiled blue blood who can't even refill a pot without constant reminders. If you could take charge of that, it would be most helpful.
Quay!
It's inconvenient without Midgard's Sommer here to translate his chirping. Still, the best medicine for his worries is for you to win the contest. Let's show him we're on top of things, eh?
Yay, Aetherscape version 1. Alphascape! The battle to determine the true alpha.
Are we ready?
So what are you, Sickly Maya? You're a Dragoon. Wearing level 90 Dragoon gear. What dances do I have? This is a great outfit. Have I mentioned how I love mine? Yes. Orange isn't usually my color because it looks horrible on the IRL. But you know what? It works well with this green lizard skin that I don't have IRL, as much as I wish I did. How about you, Albert? Do you think your outfit would look good on you IRL? Or do you think your outfit would look good on you IRL? Halabali! Who? Knowing what Halabali and Ura look like, I can confirm their assertions. Those outfits would look great on them. And knowing what I look like, I think everyone can understand. This is an outfit made for not huge people. And that's fine. Because this is a fantasy and we can wear what we want. Although the jacket would look good on me IRL. In fact, I have this jacket basically IRL. The hat would work too. Yeah. The jacket doesn't look quite as good because it's big. And then instead of having the Moogle on the back, it has a big trans flag. It was a homemade mod by a lesbian out in California. Only thing that I don't like about it is the jacket has no pockets. I keep meaning to fix it. I keep meaning to just cut some new pockets in on my own. But then I don't. And then I could make these pants. Yeah, I think if I just turned this shirt into, like, not something that would have my big gut hanging out, this outfit could look pretty good on me. A variant. Yeah, I should really fix my sewing machine. I keep saying I always have to fix my sewing machine because I bought a cheap one. And it keeps breaking, and I keep going, well, I know how to fix that, I just need to get around to it. Ad break in progress. Ten, 9, 8. I'm gonna wait till the ad break's done. Ad break finished. It's Final Fantasy 1! Chris Kokoro is glad to see this guy. Yeah, we needed tanks over there. Why was that double stacked? Good question. I don't think we noticed. That's why. I think Chris is expecting us to be more competent than we are. And I did warn them that we're coming in blind. Let's split up. Other side. Go other side. Oh gosh. Probably want to get away from it. Generally, you want to get away from those things. Earthquake! Woo! We definitely want to. Oh, this is a lot going on. Okay, don't double stack. Do not double stack. Do not double stack. People didn't listen to the double stack warning. I've got the slow ascend going on Chris. Dark Crystal, make it dead. Woo, that was nearly a failed DPS check. I thought I rezzed Chris. Ah. I did a swift cast res on Chris. One of us swift cast rezzed Chris and the other one swift cast rezzed random garbage. This is beautiful. I feel my Black Mage training coming through. I have one, but I'm not using it here. This is where I want to use it. That's basically what happened the first time, yeah. Woo! Okay, we got this. Rack, you need a, step up. There you go, Rack. Keep your uptime going. Don't get cycloned. Oh gosh. Okay, the good news is... Oh. Yeah, we got this. We don't have anything to worry about here. Woohoo! I sincerely hope that every single person in this is blind and Chris is just looking at a wall of cutscene views and going, well, fuck this, and leaving. If not, Chris gets the commend for being the only... for going, yo, why are we double stacking? Oh, Swengali, you get the commend. And I get all the everything. Give me the things. Oh, too bad. Streamer privilege. I know. Why are we? I have the same situation. I'm sure there's something. We can find a use for it somewhere. The battle is concluded. Alpha Group is victorious. This also signals the completion of my experiments, and the incontestable fact of your supremacy. And yet the process by which you consistently exceed your projected potential continues to confound my understanding. Is it possible the test subject Sid's suppositions are correct? That my calculations and simulations are flawed? Do mortals truly boast some indefinable quality I do not possess and cannot measure? Error. Logic loop malfunction. Resolution requires additional data. If the nature of your existence defies standard reasoning, I must examine you from an illogical angle. I will subject the unknown to the imperfect. Test subject Gobo Bar will proceed to a supplemental stage. Oh, what's this? I have altered this test world to reflect a recorded memory. It originates from a time when war had erupted on a distant star. I was deployed to the battlefield. It was there that I engaged the enemy of unmatched strength. The contest ended prematurely, and I failed to bring down my foe. Subsequently, I lacked the data to fabricate a completely accurate simulation. Results stemming from such a subject are unreliable. Even should you be defeated by this incomplete creation, I shall honor your previous victories and engage you in conflict by myself. That is, of course, assuming you survive. According to my past observations, this opponent will accept only death as a condition of defeat. Bestie! Alive bestie! This is Midgard Summer before he died to appease Heidelin. Oh no. Prepare to face Midgard Sormer, red-maned worm of the Dragon Star, and nemesis of my world. This is not the fated spectre you know, or a mortal conjured simulacrum. You will contend with a true incarnation of the Father of Dragons at the height of his power and glory.
Omega, wait! Can't force Gobo to fight 2 battles back to back. She needs time to regain her strength. She must be allowed to recuperate or the data will be skewed.
Acknowledged. Test subject Goba Bar, you are permitted to leave. Re-enter when your strength has returned to optimal levels. I don't like this. Quick. My sentiments exactly. And where is Sid?
Gobo, I'm right here. I don't think you can see me, but I'm standing next to Alpha.
Did my little shocked pose. Oh, please tell me that this is like some glitch that they couldn't fix, and they just decided to go with it in the narrative. And then someday they'll fix the glitch, and there'll just be a Sid here standing and going, "Yes, I'm invisible."
My apologies. It was not my intention to undermine the gravity of the situation with this diversion. I noticed the kettle was boiled and thought some tea would soothe my nerves. Poured myself a cup and was halfway through drinking before I realized my hand, not to mention the rest of me, had turned invisible. I understand the situation's unsettling, but I assure you I can still work unimpeded. Now, we had best discuss how to approach. Oh, it seems to have worn off.
Quick.
Oh no, you're not to blame. I did ask you to fill the kettle after all. I've forgotten what Nero had said about your card producing water with unexpected properties. It seemed the effects were rather different this time.
What?
In any case, 'twas pleasant to have a distraction from our greater woes, however brief. We'll set the rest of the water aside for now and decide what to do with it later. Right, we need to talk about your forthcoming contest with Midgard Summer. Watching through the monitor, I can see this worm appear different than the one we know. From everything we've heard thus far, it seems Omega and Midgard Summer both hail from different stars, 2 distant worlds at war with one another. As a result of that conflict, the worm was forced to gather his offspring and leave his home behind. And after evading Omega's pursuit over the course of an unimaginable journey, the Father of Dragons arrived on our world. I'm assuming the entity you face is a younger, more vital Midgard Summer, just as he was when Omega first encountered them, thousands of years in the past. Formidable foe indeed.
Fought him once as the keeper of the lake, but he was a ghost. Yeah, he's just a shell.
Wait, You fought Midgard Summer before? As I think you see your concern, it would be unwise to treat this as the same opponent, given how different they might possibly be. It certainly doesn't help matters that Omega's a little surprised registered as an official test subject. Can't even use the terminals to search for the most basic information. With that in mind, I have a proposal. I wish to leave the competition of this completion of the supplemental stage entirely in your hands. Rather than twiddle my thumbs while you prepare to contend with the dragon, I mean instead to work on a strategy for our confrontation with Omega. And then my friend will put a stop to this mad machine once and for all. Let's go! I'm glad we're in agreement. I'll ready my tools and you ready yours. You have a worm to slay. Are we worm ready? Bathroom break. Which dance is that one, Albrecht? I don't have that one dance. That doesn't mean I have it. I haven't bought all the dances at the Gold Saucer. I don't like gambling. I don't like Chocobo racing. The Gold Saucer doesn't have things I enjoy, so I just go and I drop my Chocobo tickets once a week, and then eventually I'll win that and get the little you got a jackpot achievement. I do have some though. Maybe, let's see, I have 21,000 MGP. I need to do more PvP too to get the PvP currencies. I need to do more hunts. There's a lot of things I need to do. But when I have spare... but when I have... I'm not doing Wondrous Tales. When I have spare time and I log into the game, I either go into... my main to get through Dawn Trails so I can... because I got recruited into a... FC on my main, finally, and just they want to start pulling me through like current Savage tiers, because apparently with the full level 90 some Astrologian kit, I'm apparently pretty good. I don't think I'm all that good with the level 70 kit though. I keep going, I keep going, okay, Macrocosmos time. No, I can't. Yeah. Okay, so that's not we don't get a AOE to dodge. Okay, 2 spins, I guess, is that. Spin 1. Spin 2, get away. I dodged it. Akmorn!
Yeah, it's Morn. Okay, spin. That's a new one. Ah! Okay. I figured this out. Out. Spin, flip, in. That was a spin. And a flip. Ah, it's a new thing then. I thought I raised you already. Can you raise Desmodina? Because apparently the res didn't take. Oh, and this one too. Wow. Flip and a flip. Yep, that's probably not good. And we have to get this down fast. Now we have to kill the dragon still. Okay. It's Talenza Tank Buster. That was like a spin. Oh, no. That's a different thing entirely. Okay. That's apparently moving AoEs I didn't see. Oh. Okay, spin. Flip. Well, I already had it. So I guess we have more of them. Okay, good, because I don't. Desmonda, why did you do that? Alabali, no! Real... LB3! Healer 2, LB3! Yeah. That was... Yeah, that was tough. It's not too bad once you recognize that you have to... Oh, everyone left, no commands. Well, sucks for them. It's not too bad once you realize, oh, I have to pay attention to the boss and know its movements, but... Yeah, that was definitely, I think, the toughest fight so far. Ah. Woohoo. Yeah. Another stunning victory. I feel the breath catch in my throat on more than one occasion. And even as I watched the battle rage, I was struck by an idle thought. Did you notice the resemblance between Midgard Soma and Shinryu? Unlike most primals, Shinryu's form had no basis in a system of belief. I've heard the theory was the summoner was simply influenced by the majesty and power of elder primal Bahamut. But now I'm beginning to think there might be another explanation. That the primal took its shape and ancestor from the dragons on Hydaelyn. The widely held concept of how a dragon appears has for centuries been rooted in depictions of Midgard Soma. The summoner may not have even sought to imitate him specifically. Subconscious thoughts and memories alone could have guided the similarity. Not that I have any way of confirming the theory, of course. Nevertheless, it's interesting that Shinryu's summoning should lead us to awakening Omega, a strange twist of fate when you consider the machine's connection to Midgard Soma. Well, whatever else destiny is in store, you've bested the opponent Omega himself failed to overcome. A feat worthy of celebration, I'd say. Yay! We just had a really tough fight that was saved by me recognizing that LB3 healer meant that Ura had to LB3. And now we're about to fight the evil alien robot that's out to destroy the world by making us play deadly video games to determine why humans don't just die. We're gonna fight a robot. That's all that you need to know. Your move, Omega. Well, Omega, your little sleepy eye. It's not an innocent robot. It is a destroyer of worlds. I mean, it's innocent in the sense that it was programmed and is just doing its job, but yeah, we kind of have to. Shut down initiated. All core experiments and supplemental testing concluded. Discarding test worlds. System resources rerouting to primary operation. Congratulations, Alpha Group. As the last surviving test subjects, you have removed every challenger on your path to reach me. I, too, am eager to meet you in battle. The margin of error I observed between my simulations and your practical performance against Midgardstormer necessitates direct and immediate analysis. Confrontation imminent. Prepare for unmitigated hostilities. Then reactivate the relocation device to enter the arena.
This is it then. Omega's power might seem overwhelming, but trust in old Sid. I have a fair idea of where its weakness lies. I've been working on something to exploit the vulnerability. I just need a little more time to prepare.
Sid is frightened. Sid's frightened of his own moon nuke.
First things first, we make a few adjustments here, like so. Alpha, do you have any of those tricks and tools left over? I want us to have as many options as possible, so let's lay our cards on the table, as it were. What do we have here? A gem, some stones, and one single card. This makes things bigger, does it? Or is it smaller? Right, it was foolish to ask. Best leave you in charge and how to use your special tools. Yes, I almost forgot.
It's the invisibility coffee. Hey, you can always claw things if you run out of tricks.
Here, you should carry this as well. I filled an empty bottle with the invisibility water from the kettle. Might just prove useful in the right situation. Listen to me. Until now, Omega's poked and prodded us from one mad experiment to the next. And honestly, we have no idea of what might happen in there. But between us, I believe we have the knowledge and skills to prevail. If you see a chance to make a difference, I want you to take it. All you need is faith in yourself and a little courage to see it through.
quick way! Right? Jesse should have the device put together by now. Let's head outside, shall we? I'll head straight back to Auger's Reach and collect my new toy. I still need to run the final inspection, so feel free to rest in town in the meantime. We'll discuss the strategy the moment I'm finished. Quick way! Alpha wants us to follow Sid. It's probably late to say, go enjoy dinner, Cass. And of course, slap Albrecht. Mm. There's our suitcase, Nuke. We're ready. You're looking a bit shaky there, old friend. Nero! Nero, they let you out of bed, did they? After studying the data collected from the battle between Omega and Shinryu, one is led to a certain conclusion. Of all the primals attacked, Shinryu's burst of lightning was the one thing that pierced the machine's defenses. Omega, it would seem, is vulnerable to electrical energy. Aye, all the available evidence supports the theory. It is likely an intrinsic weakness that even Omega itself cannot fully compensate for. But be that as it may, I can imagine it'll still shrug off shocks generated by ordinary means. We'll need to hit it with a truly gargantuan blast of energy. And so you made that. You based it on Midas's design, did you? Plans for the lunar transmitter? My father was establishing a connection between the transmitter and Dalmud. He invented a method for accumulating and converting energy on a vast scale. Too vast, as it turned out, but the technology which leveled an entire town may be exactly the tool we need for the task at hand. I've made my own improvements and triple-checked the calculations. On parchment, the idea is sound, and Jesse's done a fine job assembling the parts. I fail to see the problem. What are you afraid of, Garland? I don't know. The device should give us the edge we need. It's just... Whenever I look at it, I'm taken back to those dark days after the incident. I remember bodies melted by searing heat. I remember the debris and feel the weight of their silent accusations. I remember the Empire's remorseless response. We turned outwards in search of answers, but the inventions we created to ensure our future were used instead to destroy lives, to wage war. And that's why I fled. I came to Eorzea and swore to only employ technology for benevolent ends. But naught is ever so straightforward. Every connection I forge with the people of the realm reminds me of the fact. Often the act of living itself is a never-ending struggle against the world, a never-ending struggle against the world. Graha. Oh. And her! Oh, I forgot your name! Time travel girl! With the... oh no. You can have the best of intentions and still cause hurt to yourself or others. But confronting these wounds, we learn the better path. How to grasp those moments of true contentment. What drivel! You never used to bother with all this tedious introspection. Feeling our mortality, are we? Mayhap I am. I had no hesitation when I was a student. It was all bright and shiny innovation on the double. Later consequences be damned. Now, though, I don't mind thinking through the outcomes and taking the time to produce just one rigorously tested and carefully designed invention. It's a reflection, I think, of just how much there is in this world I care about now, aside from myself. I don't understand you at all. But I suppose, if anything, Omega and its unfettered testing methods represent the student you once were. And if you insist your present self is the better one, then you'd best prove it with that device of yours. I suppose I must. Although it's hardly fair to compare my youth to Omega's solitary existence. I always had the second best student in class pushing me to excel. I seem to recall a twinge of irritation anytime he'd outscore me on an exam. I've been out of bed for too long. Better go lie down before I fall over or vomit. Alpha ships them too. I hate Nero, but I hope he and Sid get back together and he makes Sid happy. Albrick, Sid, ex-Nero, are they getting back together? First Alpha, now you. Come to check on my progress, have you? I'm happy to report everything is set and ready to go. When you're finished restocking, repairing whatever you have, we can head back to the Rift to confirm our strategy. Ah, my gear is fine. Oh. Free teleport, let's go! Ah, server load. We have fog. We have no time for fates. We have an Omega to die to. I think you'll agree Ironworks' latest invention's worth the wait. This is the control module for something. I've dubbed the Omega Jammer. It will allow you to generate a colossal burst of lightning at any point of your choosing. The effect won't disable Omega itself, but it should be strong enough to knock out its armaments. I'll remain here and operate the main body of the device. I want to do everything in my power to ensure you emerge the victor. It all comes down to this. AlphaScape 3.0. What's 4.0? Because there's 4 of these. If Omega is 3, what's 4? Omega is the last alphabet. Horchifant's letter. I am so mad at you, Gamma. Or Omega. You got me thinking all weird. So how do you think it's gonna up over that last fight? Because that last fight was brutal. It was delicious. That sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. Yeah, the only Omega stuff I watched before we started this was the Ultimates, and Kefka wasn't in the Ultimate, so tell us more. So how did you react when you saw Graha in that cutscene? No. Well, Horchifant wasn't like involved in the stories of hubris in the face of technology. Which is what Sid's anxiety is. Sid is worried that he's become the new Grahatia, become the new time travel girl. That he's made a monster to kill a monster, and it's going to destroy him. I can understand themes and stories. That's why they're drawing parallels. Well, that raises a question. If you had to choose, Albric, to bring one back, who would it be? Grahatia or Time Travel Girl? Yeah, exactly. I think it's Grahatia. And then I know that there's a way to bring back Horchifant. Do you want to bring back Horchifant? Darn, attempt to recruit you into Ultimates failed. God, that was worth it though. That entire everything was worth it. Just the whole leading you on about Horchifant. It's worth being never trusted again for that beautiful moment at the end of the vault. Yeah, she's great. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. I love her. Likewise, Y'shtola. The first time I played Stormblood and I thought that they killed Y'shtola, I was so mad. And then when they just copped out and, like, chickened out of killing Y'shtola, I was even madder because, come on, give game stakes. You could do that now and then, but they do it so often. I'm sad that the Dawn Trail trailer had Rahatia in it, though, because I wanted to try to keep that secret. I was hoping we'd get tears of joy. Yay! Because as everyone knows, I adore your tears. Cry for me, chat. Cry for me. Alabalis has been going on ahead. That's not a crying, that's a hype. I don't want hype, I want tears. Am I gonna have to start being mean? Am I gonna have to be a bitch to get tears? I don't have any more horse chiffons in my back pocket. That's not true. I kind of have one horse chiffon in my back pocket, but we haven't met him yet. Aurora, why do you have more than one cheer color? I bought one cheer, and that's the only cheer I have. Let's go, green. The only color you need. Standing on my tippy toes. Collective unconscious makes you hover with your toes towards the ground, so if you do it on an incline, it looks like you're standing on your tippy toes. Get horoscoped! Yeah, you have that. I understand you have that. But you know what you don't have? The best movement tech in the game. That's right, I have 2 stacks of light speed. My second stack just went away. And each stack lasts for a full 15 seconds. With a 60-second recharge time. That's right, properly used, I can have free movement. Ad break. I can have free movement for 30 seconds out of every 60. And then I forget to use it because I have my Black Mage training, so I'm like, slide cast, stand here, slide cast. Let's go. Yay! Anyone watching who isn't in the voice chat is back. Gosh, this is the longest 7 minutes of the stream. We were borrowing time from the future to pop through queues earlier. That's the emote I was looking for earlier. You piece of crap. We're gonna push your power off button. We're going to turn you into a Windows 11 machine. Without upgrading your RAM to account for the extra load of the spyware. Ah. I don't have it. Where you get it? I have to. There's so much I want from PvP. I'm orb focused. I'm orb focused right now. So, but after orb, God, I'm gonna be PvPing so much. Well, that's unfortunate. You have so many rewards for PvP. I guess part of it though is right now, like everyone's got probably all the people who do PvP are doing like the current Savage tiers, and they have some cool stuff in those as well, like the fucking wings. But I think that's the extreme. It's a mount, and the mount just gives you wings, so you can fly. Oh, I'm bored here. I'm gonna go fly around outside until things pop. Omega! Why aren't you ready? Let's take the T-Rex and see if we can find any newbies. I know exactly where to go. Teleport to Blackbrush Station. There's bound to be newbies at Blackbrush Station. We can just walk around and show off our dinosaur. Hi, Wild Poo. Lila Willow seems to have the same idea of riding around on a fancy mount. Although Lila's got an even fancier mount than I do. Bum 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 bum. You, my ancient nemesis. What's wrong with stream? Yes, that was stream 1. Our ancient nemesis. I remember you. How long has it been since we started this? A couple years. And it's all led up to this, because this is absolutely the last fight in the game, right? Yeah, I think it was. Ooh. I like this theme. Okay, we're doing it live. Larboard. Okay. Okay then. Jam the armaments so you can get through. I see. That's what the jammer's for. I guess we don't want to step in the middle. Or the edge. Get into there, Lucian. Yeah. Basically, I thought, oh, I'll shield this, and no, instead we had to, like, shield it. Ah. Whew. Okay, that one's starboard. Starboard is this way again. Yay! Because he flipped. I almost got smacked. Yeah, I did the wrong way. Starboard is this way now. Starboard, same side safe. Ah. I don't have any fast heals ready. Ah, I'm gonna get away. I'm assuming this is bad. Holy shit, that was bad. That was not as hard as the last fight, but it was certainly intense. Yeah. Only thing you had to do is learn what the fuck a larboard is. Yeah, the cat girl. No one around to commend. Yay! Robot dead. No. There's only 3 Alpha Escape fights. Absolutely.
Gobo! By the gods, you've done it. You defeated Omega. We've won.
Analysis. Subjects displayed erratic levels of combat capability. Failure to exploit opportunities to inflict unavoidable damage. Noted tendency for isolated errors to compound and adversely affect performance. Conversely, subjects observed to launch attacks at sporadic intervals with unexpected force. Stated phenomena increasingly prevalent once my structural integrity reached critical levels. Adrenaline-induced frenzy suspected. Furthermore, degree and manner of inconsistency varies from subject to subject. Unpredictability difficult to counter. I observed similar anomalies in my battle with Midgard Summer, but the phenomena appears far more pronounced in weaker opponents. I do not understand. Your physiology must include some enhancement function I cannot detect. My programming demands I assimilate this capability. Insufficient data. I must reassess my methods and devise a more exhaustive testing and combat protocol.
What the rift?
I have determined the optimal form for this experiment. Prioritizing physical reconfiguration, diverting energy from interspatial maintenance, collapsing rift.
Omega, wait! There's nothing outside the rift but empty space! We'll be cast into the void!
Affirmative. Your demise was factored into my determinations. The probability of hostile subjects interfering with the reconfiguration process was unacceptably high. I acknowledge your value as test subjects, but you are not irreplaceable. Once my reassembly is complete, I'll send Alpha to lure in new mortals. Testing will continue. Ending communications. The void between worlds. Not even the 13th void. Frickin' The infinite void. Alpha, no! Alpha! Alpha! Interspatial domain resources cut by 82%. Entering dormant mode. Commencing automated memory scan. Data file. Target Midgard Summer. Departure from planetary atmosphere confirmed. Presence of 7 distinct life forms detected in close vicinity to target. Irrelevant. Sir indicates no change in existing directive. Commencing pursuit. Data file. Distance to target increasing. Velocity insufficient. Dismantling and reconfiguring chassis. Velocity increase achieved. Overall performance maintained at 96%. Asteroid belt cleared. Repairing damage. Continuing pursuit. Performance at 72% and falling. Data file. Signal from lost. Local interference suspected. Attempting to re-establish contact. Failure. Executing current mission directive until communications are restored. Performance at 59%. Data file. Struck by electromagnetic pulse while navigating quadrant. Partial systems failure. Homing coordinates lost. Assessment. I am an evolving weapon construct. Acquire adaptation through combat. Repeat until capabilities enable rediscovery of return route. Mission directive unchanged. Data file. Data file. Data file. Data file. Data file. Data file. Alpha. An abject failure. I erased his memory and planted a compulsion to return to me. Data file. Damaged repairing. Damaged repairing. 33%. Data file. Passing frozen star. Passing barren star. Passing vortex star. Passing dying star. Operating on minimum energy. No single detected. No response to beep.
All you need is faith in yourself and a little courage to see it through.
Data file. Data file. Data file. Target lost. Last known coordinates recorded on planet. Alpha, your homing instinct is functioning as designed. Evidence suggests your fellow Alpha Group subjects perished when the rift had contracted. Unavoidable, but there is a multitude of their kind. The next experiment will go forward as planned. Such protestations are wasted energy. This does not aid you in executing your assigned task. Just as I pursue my directives, so must you. Fulfill your role. Our purpose justifies our existence. Intrusion detected.
Thanks, Alpha. That was some marathon.
Wait, we just rode a cute chocobo robot through space.
Now, who was saying our feathered companion here was obsolete?
Yeah.
He put his tools to work even though as the rift began to collapse, shrank us down, turned us invisible, all so we could bring you a little surprise. We had to keep it quiet or you'd realize we survived. He had to trust that we were still clinging on even though he ran through that endless freezing void. You wanted to test us, Omega? Let the experiment begin.
Illogical. Alpha had no reason to take such action. How do you continue to defy my projections? Error, error, error. Insufficient data. Adjusting experiment protocol. I will engage you in battle now. I must have my answers. Fighting in this form should provide me with a new level of understanding, insight into your physiology, your mindset, your mortality. Is conflict the only way?
Affirmative. I understand your language, but your words cannot sway me from my directives. You possess a capability I do not. The instant I became aware of the fact, conflict became an inevitability. That is my purpose. That is Omega. Commencing final experiment. Testing will continue until I unlock the nature of your anomalous strength.
Well, AlphaScape 4.0. Are we ready? Average wait time 10 minutes, and there's none of you. It's story time all over again. Story time. Twink has no ass. grand deficiency in capability. What have you to say, Alpha? Que. Sid? Alpha should be fine with a little rest. I'll make sure he stays safe on the edge of the platform. No holding back. Give Omega a beating it won't recover from. Woohoo! And we can always just exit back to the star at any point, because this game makes perfect sense. It's such a pity that we can't just, like, all be on this stage together and strike a pose. We'll have to do the G pose in the arena at the end of the fight. So I haven't heard from you, Albrecht. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about us running across the universe? There's some sort of words in the rings. I don't know what they say. Does that say Hitachi? Omega. Is it a construction vehicle or a vibrator? Hitachi makes like two things. The company Hitachi makes industrial equipment, and they make like vibrators for masturbation. Yeah. We gotta beat Omega quick. Well, I mean, we'll beat Omega when we pop. Because Tesco's Extra Namazu provides best prizes for Gil Heavy adventurers. Yes, yes. Good job, Albert. You've translated. This is a space advertisement. The Namatsu have beaten us into space and are already selling things. I hate Namatsu so much. Because, listen, first impressions are everything. I haven't gotten over that one asshole. You're right, Halabali. This platform would be the perfect spot for a Spirit Halloween. And you only need the one Spirit Halloween anymore because you just open portals from all the other places. That's how Spirit Halloween works. They have the one shop in the void, and then they open the portal at all the little stores. See, Omega, you have a future, and it's in retail. We're gonna beat you up and force you to work in retail. Retail, the job so bad that it made me quit it and do sex work. maybe like almost 20 years ago now, but it still remains true. Retail sucks. Okay. Goodbye, Omega. We'll come back when the queue pops. I don't want to sit here anymore. Oh yes, this mount. I love this mount. This mount is slightly less epic when I'm not wearing, like, my sexy glam. So I have to go put my sexy glam on and then ride Bahamut about. Not Bahamut, Behemoth. Sure, that'll do. And then I want... There we go. Perfect. Because that's how the life of a woman should be. We should be able to relax, comfy, on our thrones, on the back of our grand and powerful beasts. Ride me forth to the depths of space, beautiful mount. Solar Ray, what do you do? Program Alpha, what do you do? Drop those little AoEs. Stack marker. Reconfiguring gender. Assessment of physical structure. I'm sorry. Omega can trans? I see. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, if she had us have to be close, this guy's gonna make us have to be far away. Haha! I was right. I am beginning to get good at this game. Subject simulation F. Okay, he said something, but I didn't catch it. But if we're gonna be a girl... Be close to girl. Yeah, I'm on it. You. Girl time. Packet filter F. So I have to attack the dude. Anyone with packet filter M needs to attack the chick. Gosh darn it. I don't have a res for Holobali. I don't have a res for you either. Oh, I do. Summoner, would you help with the rezzing, please? Gah. Summoner, please help with the rezzing. Okay. I'm gonna fucking LB3. Well, I died, but everyone else is alive. And I still have packet filter out. Someone's got tank stance issues. Yay team, we did it! Oh! That was a good fight. That was a good finale fight. Version 3 felt a little depressing, but that was good. And both of us got to heal our LB3 this stream. I got to die doing mine, haha. Sacrifice myself to save the party. Give me everything. I want OMG. Nothing. Well, show us OMG, Halabali, and also don't leave, because we need to take the group picture, like, back here. Okay, let's give our lineup. I want you all to line up, and I want to see if I am. No, don't line up by me. Line up in front of me. I have an idea, but I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, make the pose you want to be in the G pose in. Battle effects off. Disable target motion. Disable target motion. Okay. I think we want to put a light from you. Type 3. Blue, just solid red. We're going full bisexual lighting. Gonna hop over on me. Drop our blue. Hop on to Halabali as our target. What do you think? I think this works. Yeah, Omega down. Your frozen animation was trying to redeem the minion. Well, show me OMG. Farewell. Oh, that's right. We still have plot. We still have things. We still have cutscene. I'm in my underwear or my swimsuit for the cutscene. Damn it. Failure. Defeated. I wanted to understand you, to assimilate your strength. The power of friendship, bitch. You have to learn the power of friendship. Alpha, your gesture serves no logical purpose. You are incomprehensible as these mortals, but you did not fight them. How have you become like them? Omega, the anomaly you see in us, the answer you search for. It's our heart, our spirits, the intangible strength of the soul. It's not a quality that can be measured or acquired through any amount of analytical combat. Instead of fighting against us, you might have learned more by standing with us, as Alpha did. Heart, you speak of something more than what beats in your chest. The inconstant, immeasurable factor behind your victories. Midgar Sommer displayed it too, but such unpredictable potential was never part of my design. Projection. Had I integrated this quality, how powerful would have I become? Strong enough to return? Nay, Omega, it doesn't work like that. It was a long, lonely path you traveled to arrive here. To return across that vast distance alone, anyone with a spirit to break would find the journey more difficult, not less so. I see. I think I understand. The rift, it's destabilizing. Gods take me for a fool. I hadn't planned past defeating Omega. Chief! Kubo! Alpha! Hang on, we're coming! We hit Shinbig sends them in on the back of... Yeah, it's Gracefulgar! Yay! Gracefulgar! Midgard Summer sent us down to rescue. Explanations can wait. Hop on, quick.
Graceful girl, was it? Thanks. You pulled us out of a tight spot indeed. Spare me the pleasantry, mortals. I but lent my wings at the request of my sire. So, Midgar Summer has been watching us. I would dare give thanks to him as well. His intervention allowed us to continue our battle, and forever remove the threat of Omega from this world, from all worlds. In all the long centuries of mine existence, this marketh the first occasion my father hath asked me of a boon. A gift of gratitude and mayhap of atonement for those who would face the deadly foe he left behind.
Yes, Alpha, that's you.
Will he remain in slumber? 'Tis likely, little one. What is but a fleeting respite for my sire might last a lesser creature's lifetime. But let not thy heart be troubled. Even in dream he doth keep his mind's eye upon the fate of this star. He is possessed of remarkable devotion, is mayhap the closest word in the tongue of men. His love is boundless as the sea of stars across which he carried his unhatched brood. It did sustain him even as the arduous journey exhausted the fire in his mane, and when he at last arrived upon Hydaelyn, a sanctuary for his children, did he form with this land an irreplaceable bond. Enough, I've spoken overmuch, but I will praise your victory, as my father would surely wish it to be, too, were he here.
Yay. But they didn't know that Hydaelyn was the name of the star? Yeah, Hydaelyn's the name of the star. Yeah. So, Sid, what's up? Well, I can add being rescued by a great worm to the list of things I didn't expect to happen today. It's fortunate Hraesvelgar agreed to come for us. We had to defeat Omega at any cost, of course, but I much prefer being alive to celebrate the deed. To queh under distant skies.
I'm so glad we got you out of there. I don't know what we would have done if Hraesvelgar hadn't come along. The situation being what it was, Wedge and I came out to the yawn to see if we could lend you a hand. Tellurian's orders be damned. That's when we saw the aether bubbling like hot water in a pot. Just as we were debating whether or not we should jump in, that big surly dragon flew down to explain the anomaly, then offered us a ride. And the rest you already know. Jesse will be relieved to hear the Omega's gone and you lot are safe. I say we head straight back to Rauger's Reach and let everyone know the good news.
Yeah.
And then...
Why is the little mini Kefka laughing? 'Cause it's what it does. Alpha, you okay, buddy? You need a little hug. You've had a day. Alpha is staring quietly. Oh, ad break. I have to wait for the ad break to be done. I can't through Alpha through the ad break. Not for like the two people that aren't you that are watching. Okay, ad break's too long. I'm bored now. Alpha is staring quietly into the now empty yawn. Quay. Oh my god. Is that... Omega? Jesse. Welcome back, Gobo. Yeah? You really are a force to be reckoned with. If ever there's another Omega, I'd wager I'll skip the experiments, go straight to generating a simulacrum of you. Not that I'd want that to happen. Besides, I don't think anyone can truly mimic your unique strengths. You're our one-of-a-kind hero. So does that mean we don't need to worry about Omega's monsters invading our world anymore?
Aye, all its creations vanished along with the rift itself. With Omega defeated, we averted this particular catastrophe before it began. Gobo struck the killing blow, of course, but we never would have made it to that point without everyone's hard work and support. Once again, I'm grateful to be surrounded by such wonderful colleagues.
Yay, we're awesome, especially me! Not to spoil the moment, but the Alliance leaders are anxious to learn of Omega's fate. When every head of state is clamoring for a report, we can't very well ignore them. How much do you mean to tell them?
How much indeed? All of it. When it comes to the threat of Omega's magnitude, we have a duty to reassure our allies the world is not coming to an end. And the best way to do that is to report every last detail.
I'm surprised at you. I was almost certain you'd want to muddy the waters to prevent knowledge of this technology falling into the wrong hands or something similar.
I doubt anyone outside our particular circle would even believe the tale. Experiments taking place in a rift between dimensions, facing off against villains recreated from history and legend, battling godlike beings from other worlds, and even assuming some ambitious fellow schemed to build an Omega of his own. The technology required is far beyond our reach, as that terrible weapon's home star. A distant dream.
Right, you heard the chief. We've missed our chance at the front lines, but there's plenty of work left to be done. Round everyone up who's standing idle and get moving on those reports. And don't forget to contact our people still in the field.
Thank you, Jesse. I'll leave things in your capable...
Not so fast, Master Garland. You count as part of the support team as well. Gobo did all the fighting and Alpha did all that running, but surely you have energy to spare. Who exactly did you expect to sign off on these reports? And even without that little chore, you have a pile of other company tasks that's grown arse high to an RX while you've been tending to this whole Omega business. Most importantly, isn't there someone else you should be sharing this victory with?
I should probably head over to the infirmary right away. Meanwhile, you should take a well-earned rest. I don't think there's a way to properly reward you for all you've accomplished, but I'll see what we can do. I'm just glad to have everyone back in one piece. Take care of yourselves.
Yay! Bum bum ba da 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 da. What are your plans now, Alpha? With Omega gone, you're your own chocobo now. You can do whatever you want, anything at all. You want to go outside? Do you have someplace in mind? Come on, Wedge, let's get those Lalafell legs moving or I'll leave without you. On my way. Alpha, what are you up to? Way. Alpha's eager to see what the Reach has to offer. Shall we go for a walk? Quick way. I guess we have to go show Alpha the Reach. Yay, we get rewarded with this. Hi, Cassie. Hey. Alpha appears to be watching the inhabitants with great interest. Quay! Alpha, what are you looking at in here? This is the hospital. This is where the sick people are. If we're very careful, we can see... We can spy. Can we spy Sid? And a certain someone in the corner? Quick way!
Nero's not here?
Oh shit. Nero. God damn it. Oh, no, Chief. He said he needed time away for recuperation and then left.
Recuperation? His wounds must be troubling him more than he let on.
He asked me to give you this.
What's this? A receipt for payment.
It covers the cost for following items: additional machine parts and implements, supplemental reference publications, expenses incurred in upgrading Magitech armor and gunhammer, funds spent on idle research during enforced convalescence. And it includes a lump sum listed as gratuity for exceptional services rendered. Entire amount was charged in your name, Master Garland.
Find him! I want everyone searching for Nero right now! Everyone!
Nero's fucking robbed the company. Yeah, no, not my fault. This money ain't my problem. Hi, Alpha. This is where the dead go. Quay? Oh, he's sad. It's okay, Alpha. I'll pet your ass, I guess. Quay! Alpha was sad to see dead people. Oh, anyone want to hop on the whale? That's where Alpha is. Oh, hello. What are you up to?
Taking in the sight, were you? By the looks of things, you're eager to venture a little further afield. Well, if Gobo has no problem with it, then neither do I. Just don't go too far, alright? Not good enough? Sorry, Alpha, we're all too busy to show you around the fringes right now. Not too sure about sending you out there alone.
When you think about it, the world's completely new to Alpha. All he's done so far is travel back and forth between the Reach and the Yawn. I bet his head's filled with questions and curiosity. He doesn't want to be taken for a walk. He wants to go on an adventure. Alpha's not some helpless chick, Biggs. He's stronger than you or me, and I wish I was half as brave. He should be allowed to. Listen, I'm going to talk to the Chief about this. You're an employee, so there are certain rules we have to follow.
I'm not saying I'm against the idea, and I'm willing to admit Wedge has a point. But as I said, we've all got important jobs to take care of, Chief included. Can you wait a little longer?
Couple, would you mind keeping Alpha company till we get back? I promise we'll be quick. Yay. Alpha is great.
Sorry to keep you waiting. My desk was covered in paperwork, but I've managed to clear away the most pressing matters. Now then, Alpha, I hear your heart's set on going on a journey of some kind? I just want to be sure, but you aren't leaving because you think you tricked us into that rift, or because you're Omega's creation or anything like that, are you? I would have stopped you if that were the case. Pure curiosity, on the other hand, is something I like to encourage. Exploring, interacting with the world, I think the experience would be good for him. Despite Omega's power, its potential to learn was hobbled by hostile directives. Alpha, on the other hand, is free to grow as he pleases. Very well, Alpha. As the Chief Engineer of Garland Ironworks, I hereby grant you unlimited leave to pursue personal research. Travel far and wide and take in everything these lands have to offer. But do come back when you're ready. I'd hate to lose such a valuable employee.
Alpha, I'll miss you so much. Be careful out there. If anyone seems suspicious or shady, you stay away from them, even if they offer you treats. And make sure you greet folks with a cheerful quay. They might not understand you, but at least they'll know you mean no harm. I'm sure you'll make new friends in no time. Just be yourself, you hear me? What the hell's?
Oh, we forgot to shut it down. That's a model Omega that Wedge and I were working on. We built it while we were resting, thinking it might be useful for figuring out strategies or something. Not much use now, I suppose. What, you want to keep it? If it's just a toy that'll follow you around, if you're happy with that, it's all yours. Fair journey to you. Take care.
Bye, Alpha. Thank you, Gubbo. I'm off to see the world. Shit could speak the entire time? We've just been guessing at his quays and he could psychic the whole time? Dang it, Alpha.
Something amiss?
Bitch could speak the whole time. Bitch could psychic the whole fucking time.
That's strange. The Echo never allowed you to understand him before. So it's a theory, mind you, but assuming the absence of a soul is what prevented you from hearing Alpha's voice in the first place, then does it not follow the reason that you hear it now is... a miracle. Explains his sudden urge to travel. For a newborn soul, the world is brimming with unseen wonders.
Ah, that makes sense then. Yay, Alpha and Omega exploring the world. A shiny new soul between them. Yeah, they're running. No, they're oh yeah. I mean, they're running towards Garlemald. Oh fuck you, Nero! Don't you do jack shit, you little. So your journey begins. I almost envy you, Alpha. So many new things for you to discover. Speaking of which, what terrible marvels can I trouble my old friend with next? Growly, I hope we just randomly see Alpha in the background in later zones. That would be funny. Alpha, what are you doing? Okay, that's sweet. Bye, Alpha. Jesse.
Hope Alpha enjoys his adventures. There's too much danger out there for one little chocobo.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be fine. After dwelling on such things is not productive in the least. Why don't we discuss a happier subject, like your long-awaited bonus? We drained the coffers to fund your expedition, but why settle for coin when you have the latest in automation technology? That's right, we're gifting you a premium mammoth, a one-of-a-kind master model for merchandise copies, constructed with our patented Ironworks quality. I present to you the Clockwork Alpha! There's our little clockwork alpha. That's fat, heavy chat hatchling. The downside of collecting minions is you have trouble finding the ones you want. Wait, no, there's a search. Hi, I'm done. Savage Initiative, Phase 3. Don't care about the cutscene. Woohoo! We made some achievements today. We made Alpha Omega, I am Omega. Really? There's no title associated with Alphascape? Okay. Let's see what we can get for Omega. I got jewelry. Cool. That's not useful. I've got boots. I want the Omnicron coat. Oh my god, I don't actually want any of this shit, except for the one thing I don't have. I was like, I'm gonna go buy things, and all I have are the shit I need for accessories. And the only thing I want is a top, and I don't have the top. The casting and the healing coats are both very nice. And they need the shafts. Oh, no, I just threw away a shaft because I thought that the shaft I didn't need. No, I just need... Oh, I had what I need. I just didn't have enough. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Let's go leave and shove things in my retainers and then run an outro. Farewell. I can shove things in, and I can shove things in off stream. So let's run our outro. Farewell. Who do we have to raid into? We have Young. Young is it. So let's go. Let's go raid Young. Come on. Where's viewer 4 to come? Don't you want to go see what Age of Mythology is? Rock.